Hello everyone and welcome back to another Snapshot update video. In this one we are going to be discussing the Snapshot 16w39a, and in this one this is the snapshot directly after Minecon, and in this one there are a lot of new things added, all of which were discussed at Minecon, which is really cool. And I have most of them here in my inventory, and we're going to go into depth with them later, but they added a bunch of new mobs, which include llamas, evokers, vindicators, and vexes, and these are all mobs, besides the llama, that spawn in the new dungeon called the Woodland Mansion, which is really cool and we're going to check out later. They also added observer blocks, which have been in Minecraft PE, and which is Pocket Edition, for quite a while now, and they basically act as bud detectors, and yeah, that's basically it with them. We'll go into depth with them later and do a little bit of testing. They also added shulker boxes, which act as chests that you can move, so kind of like, if you're into modded, kind of like golden chests of holding, where you can just put stuff in it, destroy it, and it'll keep its inventory no matter where you place it. They added shulker shells, which shulkers drop now, and you can use to make shulker boxes. They added new curses, and we'll go into discussing those later. They added the Totem of Undying, which we will discuss later, but is a really helpful and useful key in survival, if you ask me. They also added new maps, and those maps can be used to find either ocean monuments or just the woodland mansion and village things like that. And along with that, they added a new command, which is the locate command, which you can use to find any generated things, so like villages or nether fortresses and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's crack on with going into depth about some of these cool new features. So first up here we have the llamas, and these little creatures here are very interesting. Let me tell you that. So first of all, these guys act like donkeys in the way that they can carry a chest on their back, like donkeys can. But unfortunately, they do not accept saddles. You cannot put saddles into their little riding slot. But what you can do is, when you put that chest on, you can store stuff in that little chest slot. But what you can use to ride these and control these, you put a carpet in that little slot, and it basically gives them a little like thing around them. I don't know how to explain it, but it gives them something to wear, I guess. And each carpet, I believe, is a little bit different. So, oh no, they're all the same, kind of the like layout wise, but they all have their own unique texture, which I think is a really cool addition. They also drop 1 to 2 leather, I think 1 to 2 from what I've gathered, when they are killed, and they act as pack animals. So if I grab this guy on a lead, the rest will form a sort of caravan and follow behind it. So this is going to be really useful for like mass transportation if you wanted to tame all these guys, put chests on them, and pull them along like a little caravan. One more thing that I wanted to add in about the llama is that when introduced to a wolf, they actually spit at it, and the wolf runs away. And the spit actually deals damage to the wolf, as you can see here. I'll spam a bunch, and it'll just get chased. Yeah, it's getting hurt by the spit, and this is actually one of those funny, quirky features that Mojang has added. They also make pretty interesting sounds. If I can just, yeah, there you go. Next up on our list are the observer blocks, and these guys are actually quite fascinating. So they act as bud detectors, as I told you earlier, where when a block is changed in front of them, it doesn't work around them, it has to be in front of them, but when a block is changed, it gives a 1-tick signal to this lamp here, and they also chain, which is really cool. So if I go over here and I update this block, it's still going to update that light, which is really cool, and I like the fact that you'll be able to chain them like that without using a redstone signal. The one thing they do not detect, though, are doors opening and closing, along with trapdoors opening and closing, or fence gates, which is a little bit of a bummer, if you ask me. One little thing I just wanted to add, because I left it out in the last clip, was that along with trapdoors, doors, and other things that open and close, or have an opening and closing sequence, these do not detect growth, which is kind of a shame. I actually thought they detected growth, because that would be really cool in some farms, where it detects when the wheat has grown all the way up and sends a signal out. But no, it only detects when it's been broken or placed, not grown. Kind of a bummer. And next on our list is the Totem of Undying, which is a really cool survival resource, which basically enables you to recover from what would have been your death. And this works by equipping this on either your main hand or your offhand, but it can't just be in your inventory, it has to be in your main hand or offhand. And when you should have died, it gets used and in place gives you a fancy animation, regeneration, absorption, and make sure that you don't die, this is a really cool addition if you ask me, because trust me, there have been many, many, many times where I have found myself in one of those sticky situations. So I recommend just leaving one off in your hotbar when you come into something where you think you're gonna die. Hot swap to that, hit F, and you should be good. Or just move your thing over there, and yeah, that should be able to cover you. But yeah, this is a very cool addition. In this update, Mojang also included a really cool enchantment set, which are known as curses, and these ones are the Curse of Vanishing and the Curse of Binding. And the Curse of Binding works where when you put on a set of armor, you will not be able to take it off in survival mode, which I think is a pretty funny troll. But with the Curse of Vanishing, I will show you how that works. So our chest plate has the Curse of Binding, and our diamond leggings have the Curse of Vanishing. Fun fact for you, the only way to get rid of the diamond chestplate with the Curse of Binding is by dying, and I will show you that right here by killing myself real quick and hopefully spawning close. Yeah, there we go. And as you can see, the chestplate remains, but the pants don't, and the pants don't remain because that had the Curse of Vanishing. So when you die, that item is the one that disappears, but as you can see, our chestplate has came off, so now it is unbound. But if I put it back on, we are kind of in trouble because we can't take it off. Hopefully you don't have mending on this. And here you can see shulker boxes. These things are really unique in the way that they act as backpacks in Minecraft that you can keep in your inventory, which is amazing. And they are crafted using shulker shells, which you get by killing shulkers, and then a chest in the middle, and you get a shulker box. Right now, the game hints at being able to dye these any color you want, as in the creative menu it shows many different colors. But right now we can't really know, or because I tried to craft it and it didn't seem to work. But I'll show you how they work as backpacks right now. So you open it, you get a cool little opening animation, you get some cool sounds, you can hide all of your goodies in here, make sure no one else will ever get it, and then you can pick it up when you're done, and then all the stuff is held within it. It tells you exactly how much is in it. You have 13 diamonds, 2 diamonds, 1 diamond, 1 diamond, and then 21 gas tier and 14 more, because they are all stacked in different boxes, which is amazing. And then you place it down, open it up, and there's your stuff exactly where you placed it in the exact same slots. Amazing. I believe this is new. The green coat villager, the original villager. I'm not sure if it is, though. But you can't trade with this guy. He won't let you trade with him, which is pretty interesting. It might be the return of the original villager, because I do not remember seeing this. I was just summoning in some villagers, and this happened. But on to the next point of the video. They added in the locate command, as you can see here, and we're going to use it to locate a mansion. When used, it does tell you the chords here at that, and it doesn't really tell you the Y value, but it gives you the X and the Z, and that's where we're going to be headed right now. So we are now here over at this mansion, and let me tell you, this thing is enormous. I was not expecting it to be this big, but as you can see, this is the mansion that is generated now, and it is a new dungeon. There we go. I was struggling there for the word. And this thing, let me tell you, is amazing. They added the new mobs in here, and we're just going to wander around and see if we can encounter any in their natural habitat. I thought that was something else. Let's quickly walk into all the rooms and see if we can see anything. So I've been doing some wandering, and I wandered into these guys. And these, I believe, are the illagers, which are, through their background story, villagers from the local village that have turned into something that is less than a villager. And yeah, they are called illagers. They have been added in these dungeons. I believe they attack you in game mode 0. Let's test that. I think, yeah, oh yeah, they have axes. Okay, let's go hunting down the next type of mob. Just wanted to do a flyby real quick, showing you guys how enormous this dungeon is, and I figured I do not want to spoil any of it to you guys, so I'm not going to do that. But instead, we're going to leave the there's a spoiler. We're going to leave the premises, and I'm going to show you the mobs in a different room. But what I do want to say real quick is that these are very rare dungeons. Let me just say that, and they're very end game based, because when you come looking for one of these, trust me, there's going to be a bit of a challenge. And now we're gonna do some demonstrations with these new mobs that have been added. So first we have the Vex, and the Vex is a flying creature like the bat, except it burrows itself in the ground. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. It burrows itself in the ground, which is a cool addition that you never would have thought of. But they seem even smaller than bats in the sense that they are very, very hard to hit. But once you kill them, that's a good thing. And the Vindicator is the villager-like mob, the Illager, and it carries an axe with it, deals a decent amount of damage. I'm wearing full diamond armor right now, just keep that in mind. And the Evoker is supposed to be like a summoner type dealy thing. So as you can see, it raises his hand, summons these guys, and then I believe it is going to do some sadness right here. Oh yeah, that right there. That is an amazing animation that Mojang must have put some time and thought into. And I really, really enjoy these new mobs. It's going to introduce some new fighting styles, definitely. And it seems like this is going to be another endgame thing that Minecraft... Oh, it drops a Totem of Undying. Well, there you go. These new mobs are the ones that fuel your need to get Totems of Undying. And it looks like they also drop Emeralds, which is another cool addition. So guys, that is pretty much going to be it for this snapshot update video. There's only one thing that I missed in this episode, which was pretty much the exploration maps. I couldn't really get my hands on them with my limited amount of time, but those things you can use to track down ocean monuments for the ocean type, and those mansions back there for the overland woodland type. And I feel like that is another cool addition to the game. But overall, this snapshot introduced a lot of really cool features that this game was really definitely needing. Some endgame stuff, some exploration stuff, because Minecraft is definitely lacking some exploration items and stuff to get you out and doing stuff at the end of the game. But that is going to be it for this snapshot episode. I really hope you like it. If you did, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you really liked it, feel free to subscribe. But that is going to be it for me today. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode.